It's your boy, the Ben Israel, the people's champ, back with another YouTube live stream. How y'all doing? Y'all miss me? I'm still at it. I'm still at it. I'm still up in here. Oh man, baby, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I just skipped the intro. I skipped all of that. Those sound effects. We just gonna rock strong. We just gonna rock strong. It's your boy B Bennesbro, the People's Champ. Welcome back to the People's Podcast. I am the Heisenberg of this ish, the Daywalker, the Dark Knight. The ladies call me the Cookie Monster, the Shogun of Charlotte. Oh man, baby. I'm up in here streaming live from the gas house. Yeah, man, I hope everybody's been doing well. I hope everybody's been doing well. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I've been down, y'all. I've been down. It really hit me in March. And I don't know if I told the story, but previously, but in March, I was sitting here on the couch like I'm sitting here now. And my feet was numb. It was kind of crazy. So I was talking to my girl on the phone, but I was texting my daughter at the same time. So I told, she was like, yo, what's up with you? How you feeling? I'm like, yo, I ain't, I'm in pain. She was like, what? What'd you say? It's like, I'm in pain. My feet are numb. And she's like, well, how long they been numb? I said, for about an hour. She was like, what was you doing? I was like, I'm just sitting there. I tried to get up and walk it off a couple of times, but mainly I was sitting here. I wasn't doing nothing. So I kept talking to my girl. About 2 minutes later, my daughter said, yo, you going to the hospital? I said, I ain't going to the hospital. She said, nah, you going to the fucking hospital. I've never in my lifetime heard you complain about pain the way you just did to me. You are going to the hospital. Ambulance is already on the way. So I said to my girl, yo, Madison said, I got to go to the doctor, go to the hospital. She was like, yeah, I know. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, she called me. We decided you going to the hospital. I was like, oh, shit. So I went to the hospital and they kept me. And they determined that I was having some kind of internal bleeding at that time. But they couldn't figure out where it was coming from. So 40 blood transfusions, 3 colonoscopies, and an endoscopy later, they were able to figure it out. I was in the hospital for 30 days, from March 11th to April 12th. I guess that's a little over 30. Y'all do the math. And they were able to figure out where the bleeding was coming from. It was coming from my small intestine. So they was able to get that corrected. But they were so focused on the internal bleeding, they weren't dealing with the neuropathy, as they call it, in my feet. Okay. So I got discharged from the hospital. And, supposedly they referred me to all of these people, but all of these appointments were so far off. And I'm in pain, still because of my feet. And so shortly, I guess, about 3 weeks after that, Imagine took me up to Charlotte to Novant Hospital, Novant Presbyterian, which is downtown, to have them, you know, have them address my feet. So they kept me. They kept me for a week. And they ended up doing a vascular surgery on me on my left thigh, right under my groin. So supposedly that was going to correct the problem. They cleaned out the arteries and things, and then they referred me. So I still haven't had some of those appointments come up yet. You know, your primary care really can't do nothing. I've been to see them. Pain, you know, they don't really want to give you a whole lot of pain medicine. I got oxycodone, but they're very sparing with how much they prescribe you. I think the last doctor in Charlotte gave me a decent little supply. I guess it was about was it 30 pills to use as needed? So I'm down to 2 as of right now. You know, they're so concerned about you getting hooked on it. First of all, your shit ain't that strong. Second of all, I ain't gonna turn into no crackhead overnight. I don't drink. I don't do any kind of drugs, smoke weed, and there's no kind of recreational drugs. Only thing I do is smoke my cigarette. So then they want you to quit that. Bitch, I'm in pain. You want me to quit cigarettes while I'm in fucking pain? Are you crazy? So anyway, she refers me to a pain management doctor, which still haven't had that appointment. So I've just kind of been dealing with my issues. I've been in pain, which is the main reason why I haven't been broadcasting and making content lately. Secondary reason is I'm just sick of shit. And some of you may have picked up on that, you know, but I've been sick of shit for a while, you know. That's why I stopped doing panels and jumping on people's shows and shit. Because all ninjas want to do is argue back and forth about shit that has already been settled. The argument is fucking over. The battle of the sexes is over. Women, y'all have lost time to come back to the table and renegotiate the peace. I know y'all think y'all winning. You ain't winning. You're at the bottom of everything. And it's getting worse for you. What was the thing recently? The not evictions, but was it foreclosures? Yeah, single black woman, another one in foreclosures. I mean, no shit, no. What did I tell y'all? I've been telling y'all the truth the whole time. And I can't see comments, so I really don't know if anybody's watching, but I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and share. Welcome to the People's Podcast. Mind your manners when you're here. Shout out to my moms. Shout out to my moms. What is your profession? Shout out to my moms. I appreciate y'all. I know a lot of y'all hadn't seen me in a while. Let me see. Do I got any comments? I can't even fucking see. Oh, they got these shits on. Oh, they got new features and shit. Wait a minute. Oh Lord. Some kind of okay, no, never mind. I don't want to do all of this shit right now. Motherfucker asked me to continue to check out. No, I don't want to be in no checkout. The fuck did I do? I don't want to be. What the fuck? This is not where I want to be. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Wait a minute. What did I do? I want to get out of this screen and go back to where I was, but I don't want to hit the back button because that may take me out. All right, I got to hit the back button. Okay, that was good. That brought me back. I don't want to be in that screen either. Get me out of there. All right. Okay. I'm back. What? Damn it. Shit. I'm out of practice, yo. I don't need to do nothing but just talk. The fuck did I just do? So anyway, yeah, all that arguing and shit, and niggas just want to argue. Whatever you say, they're gonna argue against it. I got sick of that. Ninjas who ain't got no life experience, they have actually done nothing so far with their lives. Nothing. No experience. They ain't been in no long-term relationship, but yet they on here giving out relationship advice. Come on. And then I tell them what's going to happen, they don't fucking believe me. This shit happens. What did I tell you about those women? They was women the number one home buyers. Bullshit. That is not what it said. What it said was Black women were acquiring homes. Well, how were they doing that? Through death benefits, through divorce. That's how they were getting those houses. And then guess what? They got their daddy house. Their old ass daddy finally killed over at 80 something. And they got the house that they grew up in. They have been living in this house for 40 fucking years. Now daddy dead, the fucking house is falling apart. The water heater done went out. Motherfucking the HVAC is going out. You done duct tape shit that you didn't know. And then there's a leak in the ceiling. And I mean, come on. Because I got experience with women, I've seen this shit live in person. I'm like, is this motherfucker gonna fall in on us? Like, I'm having those kind of fears, you know. I ain't never said nothing, but I'm like questioning shit, you know. And then they come back and tell me, you know, what happened? My HVAC went out. Of course it went out. That bitch was fucking put in this house in the fucking 60s, 70s and shit. That HVAC is old as fuck. And it ain't been serviced or maintained properly the whole time. Your daddy wasn't maintaining that shit. He wasn't having the people coming out to do an annual tune-up on it. He wasn't doing nothing. He was just living in that bitch. I gotta replace my roof. Of course you do. That motherfucking roof been on this house since 1955. Like, yes, like houses need maintenance. Women don't understand that. They just get a house and they think it's all good. And they don't understand the extra fees that come along with owning a home. And you ain't gonna be able to do it on your income alone. It takes two incomes. Two, what I've always told y'all, two is always better than one. Why? Because the Bible tells us if one falls, the other can pick that one up. Right? That's what the Bible says. These ain't my words, these God's words. But y'all want to be spiteful and go against the grain and the way things are supposed to work. I need a haircut, y'all. I ain't looked at myself in a while. I've been fuzzy as shit. Yeah, I need a haircut. I'll get one next week. It was raining earlier. It's nice now. I don't feel like running out there right now. It's nice, but I'll run out there next week and get a haircut. Get tightened up. But yeah, I get tired of explaining the same shit over and over. Y'all don't get it. Okay, everybody ain't gonna make the boat. Okay, I ain't gonna argue with you. I am not gonna argue with you. You think your way is gonna work? Okay. That's where I'm at with it. I want to talk about real issues. If you ain't on some real shit, I ain't got time for it no more. SYSBM. Save yourself, black man. Haven't I been saying that for years? I was watching this guy, a YouTuber. His name is G Bear. G Bear is outdoor living, old white guy, live out in the Mojave Desert and shit somewhere. He's a homesteader out there by himself. And I just thought, that's the fucking life. He ain't got nobody aggravating him. He got his cats and dogs and chickens and shit out there living off the grid. That shit must be wonderful. Just to have a sense of fucking peace. And make no mistake, I have peace here with Miss Tasty Cakes. Miss Tasty Cakes go in the other room, leave me the fuck alone. I leave her alone. We good. We good. But that's the ultimate peace that G Bear got. Make sure y'all subscribe over to G Bear's channel. Subscribe to G Bear's Outdoor Living. Subscribe to him. Let him know People's Champ sent you. Let them know the champ sent you in the comments over there. Like, subscribe, and share to G Bear. Let's get him boosted up, man. He out there trying to make a living. He's monetized, but barely. He just got monetized, I think. He's trying to, he out there living off the grid, no income. He happy to get $20. He only getting $100 of money from YouTube. So he ain't really making no big YouTube money. Let's say everybody support him. Give him. It don't cost nothing to subscribe. And he got some good recipes. I got a good recipe off of there for a rib rub, because he used to be a chef. He was a professionally trained chef in his previous life. So he shares recipes all the time. So I'm going to try that rub. Now, he did it with some pork ribs. I'm going to do it with some boneless beef ribs. But I'm going to use that rub. Check that rub out. Also, I got a seasoning ordered from Beard Butchers. That's another channel I like to watch. I like to watch them carve up the meat and learn about the different cuts of meat for different animals, particularly beef. I'm interested in beef. Now, I'd be very happy if they do a lamb. I haven't seen them do that yet. That would be very interesting. I see them do a pig, which I wasn't really, I'm not into pork, so I didn't really watch that. But I've seen them do all kind of, process a half of beef, that kind of thing. Very, very fascinating, very educational. I like shit like that. So make sure y'all subscribe to Beard Butchers. Let them know the People's Champ sent you. So yeah, I mainly, that's what I've been doing, man. I've just been chilling, watching a lot of content. I haven't been watching a lot of content creators though. They don't really come up in my stream anymore like they used to when I was engaging with them. A lot of the people I used to engage with, I just don't see them anymore. Of course, I see the big guys. I see Coach Greg Adams. Make sure you subscribe to Coach Greg Adams. I see Angry Man, of course, my man Valdez. It's my boy. Um, I see guys like that. BTS, of course. Asking me, do I want to add a comment? Good. I want to do nothing. So, but yeah, so I'm good. I'm very good. Heard from Red today, y'all. I heard from Miss Red today. Shout out to Red. She just checking on me. Hadn't heard from her since that whole Lena fallout way back when. But she, me and her been in each other's lives for quite some time. So get mad at me, you ain't mad at me, I get mad at her, I ain't mad at her. It's the way it works. I love her. I love her to death. But I was talking about G Bear, yeah, living out there in the Mojave Desert. Um, just him being self-sufficient because he grows his own garden out there and solar, talks about solar and there are a lot of things I'm interested in. He talks about, just off-grid living is always fascinating to me. So yeah, I'm definitely a support. I'm a fan of G Bear. I like G Bear. He gave me another recipe. I can't remember what it was for. Um, what was it? Biscuit steak. Was it biscuit steak or biscuit beef or some shit like that? Yeah, it was that. That one looked real good. I've gotten a few recipes, about 3 so far. So he's giving me the beef rub, the beef the the biscuit the biscuit steak or biscuit beef. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's steak. And it was something else. It was another. I think it had to do with seasonings. I'm not sure. I can't. I put it in my notepad. I can't remember. Um, but overall, I'm okay. I'm still alive. It's your boy. I'm still alive. Still kicking. Do I have any viewers? A couple of y'all out there. Type replay if you catch me on the replay. I know Messy Michonne. Oh, I know I love me some Messy. She tends to catch me on replays. Make sure I type replay in the comments. Come through. Let me know you was here. I don't know what the fuck TJ is at. He's always late. Normally he's the first one. Y'all just talking shit. Shout out to TJ with the Five Podcast. Oh, baby. Y'all been loving what Trump been doing? Oh man, I've been loving it. Trump said, I'm coming. He's destroying the economy. And then the motherfucking stock market go right back up. Ain't that a bitch? What happened? What happened? I thought he was destroying the economy. Ooh, y'all see what's going on down there in Florida? The damn real estate market? Ooh, that shit is a disaster. What did I tell y'all? I'm still predicting houses Or because the bubble, the COVID and the bubble, the housing market bubble, overinflated all of these houses, and they're still overinflated. Well, there has to be a correction. So it's not going to be a crash in the market. There's going to be a correction. That if you're looking at the chart, that shit shot up. Well, now it has to come back down, and it's going to come back down about 50 to 70% in some areas. Florida's probably going to be 70%. Some areas, but we've seen this before. I don't know why people act like things are brand new. We saw this in what? 2008 and 9, the beginning of that downward spiral. And then all hell broke loose in 2010. Right? We had to have that correction. And I remember saying the house across the street for me went from brand new house, never lived it, on a cul-de-sac, 4 bedrooms, was $150,000. It dropped all the way down to 70, like 77,000. That same house today is worth about 400. So it's going to have to recorrect itself because that neighborhood, you can't have, it's not a $500,000 neighborhood. I lived in it. I owned a home in it. It's not a million, it's not a $500,000 neighborhood. It may be a $250,000 neighborhood, but it ain't, as it matures. But it hasn't even matured enough for that. It's too soon. I mean, when did I live in that house? 15, 17 years ago. It should have took 30 years for it to almost double, not for it to double in half of the time. But now it's quadrupled in half the time. You got trees that ain't even matured that was planted. I remember when they were planted in that neighborhood. They hadn't matured like you've seen in previous neighborhood developments that had been established years before mine. Those, like my cousin lives in one. I think he moved into that house in sometime in the early 2000s, like 2005, 6. So when I go to his house today, those trees are mature. They got some girth to them, They're not little starter trees no more, So yeah, I want to talk about shit like that. Politics, the real estate market. That relationship shit is dead, man. It's dead. Y'all want to go your own way, go your own way. Fuck it. That's what you want from us. You don't want to be with no man, fucking be by yourself. See what happens. Maybe it'll work out for you. That's where I'm at. I think the manosphere, like I said, needs to evolve into a manosphere 3.0. And where men are talking more about self-improvement and self-development and investing in themselves and how they're doing that. That's why I think the manosphere needs to go. Stop trying to force women to go the way you want them to go. You can't herd women like they're goats or chickens or some shit. What the fuck? You don't know women? You ain't been around women all your life? You can't make a woman do a goddamn thing she don't want to do. But that's just my opinion. So I'm going to go on and get up out of here. Just wanted to check in with y'all, see how everybody do. I got any content? Okay. Just wanted to check in with y'all, see how y'all was doing. Make sure y'all stay in touch. I'll be broadcasting more. I'll get back on here some more. In the meantime, stay tuned. Stay aware. Stay sharp. Holla at your boy. If you've been as one of the people's champions, out.